The blood-clotting cascade is irreducibly complex, evidence for intelligent design. Irreducible complexity offers compelling evidence for intelligent design. One of the most striking examples of this principle is the blood-clotting cascade, a highly intricate biochemical process that prevents excessive blood loss during injury. The blood clotting system is composed of a series of interdependent steps, all of which must function in a precise sequence to prevent excessive bleeding while avoiding dangerous clot formation in the absence of injury. This irreducibly complex process presents significant challenges to Darwinian evolutionary explanations, which rely on gradual, step-by-step mutations and natural selection. Here, we will explore how the blood-clotting cascade works, explain why it is irreducibly complex, and show how it provides strong evidence for intelligent design. 1. What is the blood-clotting cascade? The blood-clotting cascade, also known as the coagulation cascade, is a critical biological system that prevents hemorrhage following an injury. When a blood vessel is damaged, a series of chemical reactions begins, which eventually leads to the formation of a blood clot. This clot acts like a temporary plug, sealing the wound and preventing excessive bleeding until the tissue is healed. The process involves a sequence of clotting factors, proteins in the blood that are normally inactive but become activated in response to injury. These clotting factors interact in a cascade or domino effect, where the activation of one protein leads to the activation of another, until fibrin, a protein that forms the mesh of the clot, is produced. This fibrin mesh stabilizes the blood clot and helps heal the wound. The blood-clotting cascade can be divided into two pathways: the intrinsic pathway, activated by damage inside the blood vessel; the extrinsic pathway, activated by external trauma that causes blood to escape from the blood vessel. Both pathways converge at the common pathway, which leads to the final stages of clot formation. This highly regulated process ensures that clots form only at the site of injury and not elsewhere in the body, preventing conditions like thrombosis, dangerous blood clots in the bloodstream. 2. Irreducible complexity, a system of interdependence. The blood-clotting cascade is a prime example of irreducible complexity, a system that requires all its parts to be in place to function properly. Michael Behe, who first introduced the concept of irreducible complexity, uses the blood-clotting cascade as one of the central examples in his book Darwin's Black Box, 1996. What makes the blood-clotting cascade irreducibly complex? All parts are essential. In the blood-clotting cascade, if any one of the clotting factors is missing or defective, the system fails to function properly. For example, if fibrinogen, the precursor to fibrin, is absent, a blood clot cannot form, no matter how many other clotting factors are activated. Similarly, if the enzymes responsible for activating fibrinogen are missing, the clotting process is halted, leading to uncontrolled bleeding. No intermediate steps are advantageous. The step-by-step nature of the clotting cascade means that an incomplete or partially formed clotting system offers no benefit to an organism. A half-formed clot is ineffective at preventing blood loss, and a partially functioning clotting system could lead to fatal hemorrhaging. There is no selective advantage to an incomplete clotting system, meaning that natural selection could not favor intermediate stages of development. Precise timing and regulation. The blood-clotting cascade operates with remarkable precision and regulation. If clotting occurs too slowly, an organism could bleed to death. If it occurs too quickly or in the wrong location, clots could form in the bloodstream, causing fatal blockages. The cascade involves a delicate balance of activators and inhibitors that must be finely tuned to prevent either excessive clotting or insufficient clotting. This level of regulation and precision points to a system that is designed to work as a whole, not one that could have evolved piece by piece. 3. Challenges to Darwinian evolution. The irreducible complexity of the blood-clotting cascade presents a significant challenge to the neo-Darwinian model of evolution, which posits that complex biological systems arise through small, random mutations and natural selection. Evolutionary theory holds that organisms evolve gradually, with each beneficial mutation providing a survival advantage and being passed on to future generations. However, irreducibly complex systems like the blood-clotting cascade defy this gradualist model. The problem of gradualism. The blood-clotting cascade involves a series of interdependent steps that must all be in place for the system to function. A gradual, step-by-step evolutionary process cannot explain how such a system could have arisen, because any incomplete version of the cascade would provide no survival advantage. For example, if the cascade only partially worked, an organism could not clot its blood effectively and would likely bleed to death after injury. A fully functioning clotting system requires the simultaneous presence of all necessary clotting factors, regulatory mechanisms, and activators. The likelihood of these components evolving together in small, incremental changes is astronomically low. Co-option and its limitations. Some evolutionary biologists argue that co-option, the repurposing of pre-existing biological structures for new functions, could explain the evolution of the blood-clotting cascade. They propose that earlier, simpler systems could have been modified and repurposed over time, eventually leading to the modern clotting system. However, this explanation does not account for the precise interactions required between the various components of the cascade. Clotting factors must be produced at the right time, in the right amounts, and in the correct sequence to form a functional clot. Co-option does not adequately explain how these components could have evolved in a coordinated manner, nor does it address how an intermediate, partially functional clotting system could have provided any survival advantage. 4. Intelligent design as the best explanation. The irreducible complexity of the blood-clotting cascade provides strong evidence for intelligent design. The cascade's complexity, precision, and interdependence suggest that it was designed to function as a complete system from the outset. The gradual, random processes proposed by Darwinian evolution cannot account for the origin of such a finely tuned and complex system. Purposeful design. The blood-clotting cascade is a system that demonstrates purposeful design. It was created to serve a specific function, to prevent blood loss and ensure the survival of the organism. Just as we recognize the presence of a designer behind a finely tuned machine or an intricate computer program, the blood-clotting cascade points to a designer who had the foresight to create a system that functions with precision and efficiency. Intelligent cause. The presence of functional information in the form of genetic instructions for the clotting cascade, as well as the precise timing and regulation of the process, further supports the idea of intelligent design. Information, whether in the form of a book, a computer code, or the genetic code, always comes from an intelligent source. The complex, specified information in the blood-clotting system indicates that it was the result of a mind, not random chance. 5. Theological implications. God as the designer of life. The complexity and precision of biological systems like the blood-clotting cascade reflect the wisdom and power of God. The Bible teaches that God is the creator of all life and that his handiwork is evident in the natural world. Psalm chapter 139 verse 14 says, "I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, I know that full well." The intricacies of the blood-clotting cascade, with its fine-tuned balance and precise regulation, reflect the intelligent design of a creator who cares about life and its preservation. The irreducible complexity of the blood-clotting cascade points to a creator who designed life with purpose and intention. Just as a master engineer designs a system to function smoothly and reliably, God designed the biological systems of living organisms to work in harmony, ensuring the survival and well-being of his creation. Conclusion. The blood-clotting cascade points to intelligent design. In conclusion, the blood-clotting cascade is a prime example of irreducible complexity, a system that requires all of its parts to be in place for it to function. The complexity, specificity, and interdependence of the clotting factors in this system defy Darwinian explanations of gradual evolution. Instead, the blood-clotting cascade points to intelligent design, a designer who arranged these components with precision to ensure the proper functioning of the system. The blood-clotting cascade reflects the work of a creator who designed life with care and purpose. As we study this incredible system, we are reminded of the wisdom of God, who created biological systems that sustain and preserve life in ways that reflect his intelligence and love. The irreducible complexity of the blood-clotting cascade is a testament to the fact that life was designed, not by random chance, but by a master designer, God himself. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and comment below if you agree or would like to add your thoughts. If you would like me to respond to your comment, please make a level 1 comment directly below the video. I will respond to all polite level 1 comments even if it takes me a while, due to other commitments.